Our first award the first honoree is Terry Barclay of Inforum. Terry, would you please step forward? Ms. Barclay is the appointed president and CEO of Inforum in Southeast Michigan, as well as Mid and Western Michigan. Under her leadership, membership has increased over 300%, and corporate sponsorship for the organization has grown 10 to 79 major businesses and Fortune 100 companies. Ms. Barclay also led the 2002 creation of Inforum Center for Leadership, a nonprofit education and research organization whose mission is to accelerate careers through unique leadership development programs. In 2003, she has been part of the Inforum Center for Leadership, also launching the Michigan Women's Leadership Index, which is recognized as a benchmark survey measuring the progress of women at top executive levels in major corporations. It is for these reasons that we are proud to present the Michigan Business and Professional Association Distinguished Leadership Award in the professional category to Terry Barclay of Inforum.
Gosh, thank you so very much. And I just learned today who nominated me for this, so thank you. You know who you are for doing that too. I have the best job in town, and I have to say it feels a little odd to be getting any kind of recognition for having the great privilege of having the best job in town. And it's really not anything that I do. There's a whole team, and I want the team of people over at this table. We have staff people who get up every day, and the number one thing they're worrying about is how can they help every woman in this town achieve their goals and their dreams and accelerate their careers. And they're constantly looking for new ways of doing that, new ways of helping women develop their leadership skills, establish the strategic connections and networks that make the difference in your career and in your life. And we have this incredibly dedicated, it's unbelievable to me because I know how busy these women are in their paid jobs, in their real lives. But we have over 200 volunteers and an incredibly dedicated board of directors and volunteer leaders who make us look like an organization that's much larger than we are at Inforum.
Okay, our next honoree is Cheryl Gibson Fountain, MD, the 127th President-elect of Wayne County Medical Society of Southeastern Michigan. Dr. Fountain is a native Detroiter and was educated in the Detroit public school system and attended the University of Michigan for her undergraduate at Wayne State University School of Medicine, completing her residency in obstetrics and gynecology at Wayne State. She spent 20 years at Detroit Riverview Hospital, where she served as chief of staff and presently on staff at Beaumont Hospital in Grosse Pointe. She was blessed to partner with her late husband, Pastor Renzo L. Fountain Sr., to provide 10 years of free annual health screenings and immunization fairs and clothing and book drives for local residents, as well as obstetric and gynecological care to women in Nigeria during a medical mission. She continues to advocate for both state and federal legislation that improve health care and prenatal care for women, teens, and everybody across our state. We are proud to present the Michigan Business and Professional Association Distinguished Leadership Award in the business category to Dr. Cheryl Gibson Fountain. Cheryl.
Thank you very much. It's truly a blessing to be here and to be a part of this amazing morning. I feel truly blessed, and I would like to thank Mr. Deeb and Jennifer and the MBPA, as well as Kay Phelps, who I actually met. She's one of your past honorees, and I actually met her at a fundraiser that she was having for a political campaign where she opened her home. And I also had the blessing to be able to, unbeknownst to either her or her daughter that I had known, the mother and the daughter, her daughter sought me out as her obstetrician gynecologist, and I was actually blessed to deliver Elijah K. Feld's grandson. And so that's truly a blessing. I am so honored. My mom was a teacher for 27 years in the Detroit public school system, and she was one of those women that was described as a person who had her day job teaching 35 kids in the Detroit public school system, coming home and teaching my sisters and I. My sister Marcia, my baby sister now, is here in the audience today. But we were truly blessed to be raised by an amazing woman. I'd like to just let you know that your Wayne County Medical Society, as well as the Michigan State Medical Society, is fighting very diligently on your behalf for the health reforms that we need. We just came back from Washington. We spent the last 4 days with Kathleen Sebelius, who is an amazing woman. She is working very hard, as well as our new Surgeon General, Dr. Regina Benjamin, who is truly an amazing woman. We have these two amazing women working very hard for health care reform, which is going to happen. So I just want you to know you're in good hands. We also met with our own Senator Stabenow, and we have Julie Novak, who is our newly elected Executive Director of the Michigan State Medical Society. So they are truly amazing women working on behalf of our health care here in our area as well as our state.
We want to thank you for all that advice. Our next honoree in the education category is Kathleen Wilbur, Interim President of Central Michigan University, and we'll ask her to step up here, please. Ms. Wilbur held several positions within Michigan government, including the Director for the Michigan Department of Consumer and Industry Services and member of Governor John Engler's cabinet. The department was the major regulatory department in state government, and was responsible for licensing and regulating more than 1.5 million entities and individuals. It had approximately 4,000 employees with an annual budget of $567 million. She holds a BA from Michigan State University with a major in journalism and minors in history and political science. She is a member of the Michigan Higher Education Assistant Authority, Michigan Higher Education Student Loan Authority, Michigan Council on Economic Education, and the Michigan Health Council itself. She is dedicated to the opportunity of higher education for women and families across the board. And for 18 years, she served as the Vice President and Director of Corporate Contributions for the Women's Caring Program, a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing child care and financial assistance to families in need. It was for these reasons and many others we are proud to present the Michigan Business and Professional Association Distinguished Leadership Award in the education category to Kathleen Wilbur. Kathleen.
Well, I sound pretty cool, don't I? No. Let me just say, I think Ed Deeb is one brave guy. But if you mention my age or my weight while I'm up here, you are dead. And no, I don't exercise every day, Doc, but I try, as do all of us out here. We try to do the right thing over and over again. I am very, very honored. I was quite touched and quite amazed when I was contacted about this award. Found out who nominated me, someone who I knew quite well, which feels like a couple lifetimes ago. And I think I was especially honored that she remembered our connections and how we had worked together on some very important issues across the state. Trauma care, end-of-life commission work, etc. And so I'm not sure she's here. I've not spotted her yet, but I do, again, like Terry said, I know that you're out there somewhere, and thank you for that nomination.